Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is Monday morning, and Leather Bag Lady weather report. It is actually really quite mild. It's I'm not sure what the temperature is, but we are going to be getting up to 8 degrees this week or next week. Crazy, crazy, but I'll take it. I'm in my little shed again, trying a different angle. So it was actually Pius's suggestion so that I don't get the windows in my glasses. It's such a small space that I don't think it matters really where I am, but it isn't as bad. But I am loving the fringe behind me. So today's bag. I am trying desperately to not thrift as much as I was. I did do some thrifting this weekend, and we'll get into that in story time. But yeah, I'm starting to have to kind of get into some of my special stash, and today is no exception. So this is a vintage 1980s Roots short shoulder bag. And I mean, this little bag is in amazing condition. It has a double zipper that meets in the middle. It is in beautiful condition. There's one little mark right there. Roots, made in Canada. Zipper compartment, and then that is it. There is an outside zipper compartment. So this is a top handle bag. It is, I think, a 7-inch strap drop. It is going to be a challenge to get that on your shoulder. I'm not including shoulder straps at the moment just because the short shoulder bags are trending. So I don't want to include a strap if you don't want it. So I would be willing to add a strap to this. Not sure how perfect the match would be, but if you want a strap and this is something you're going to purchase, then shoot me a message and let me know, and I'll see what I can come up with. But I'm not sure I don't know. I'm not sure. If I was a little farther down the trail with my straps, I would just add I don't know if I would do a crossbody with this. I would keep it a shoulder. So if you have a shorter shoulder strap at home, I would maybe add that, but it is just the two-tone, this mahogany, it is just in superb condition. Missing the traditional little root stamp on the bottom, but that's okay. So there we go. That is today's bag. So this weekend, we had kind of an interesting weekend in the end. Pius and I had a really rough week last week. We've been having kind of a rough time lately. I guess maybe just, Pius not going off to work every day. What is this all over me? Me being menopausal and, an overthinker and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, Pius decided, 3:30 Saturday afternoon, he said, do you want to go to Aurelia and see my high school friend, my grade school friend perform? She's a singer. I was like, okay. That's what we do best. Just jump in the truck and go. So we left at probably about 4:00. We were in Aurelia by 6:15. We had 7 p.m. reservations at the craft brewery that she was performing at, Chikuching or something brewery. And we stayed at the Best Western in Aurelia. Not a great Best Western. I would avoid that if you could. The beds were like cement, and the pillows were hard, and the pillow slips. It was like your pillow was in a paper bag. They were so crunchy, and I've had two horrible beds in all the years that I've been staying at hotels. One was at a really cheap hotel in the Falls, and this one. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. There's lots of other places to stay in Orillia. But we got there, we literally checked into the room. I jumped in the shower. Pius jumped in behind me. Not while I was in there, after I was done. And then we took off and got to the brewery. Now, Pius hasn't seen Val in almost 40 years. She and he are Facebook friends, and they communicate back and forth. She's a musician, not a musician, she's a singer. And Pius has shown me clips of her performing various times over the time that we've known each other. But he's like, I'd really like to go. And I think he knew we just needed to get out of Dodge for a little while. So we do road trips better than anybody. We had a great time. As we got further north, Orillia is about 2 hours north. We started to, not that it was snowing, but there was lots of snow on the ground. So we got there, as I said, ran into the room, got dressed, got to the event. We could see her setting up, getting ready to go. We sat down, and she wandered around a couple of times doing sound check, and she passed Pius twice and never said anything. Now, Pius has a beard now, which he's never ever had in his life before. But she passed me and noticed me, which is the weirdest thing. And then she turned around and looked at Pius, and she says, Pius? And he's like, hey, Val. She's like, holy fuck. So she sat down, chatted with us for a little bit, and went and did her first set. Fabulous, fabulous performer. Really a great personality. And as the evening went on, her wife showed up, and we met her, and oh shit, what was her wife's name? Senior moment. But there was a whole group of ladies in their corner, and then there was another couple of tables with a bunch of ladies. And as the evening went on, they were up and dancing, and it was just fabulous. We had a great time. It was freezing in there. The food was, it was okay. But it was a great evening nonetheless. We got back to the hotel. Now, I'm not used to kind of sitting watching TV for half an hour and then going to sleep when we go to hotels. Usually we're out, we do a little partying, whatever. Nope, not this time. We ended up with a room with 2 beds, not because that's what we wanted, but that's all they had left, because we didn't book the room until 3 o'clock on Saturday. But it was really a good thing, because Pius, I said to him, I said, you got to sleep in the other bed, because I won't sleep. I will be so concerned that I'm going to bash your arm. So he did. He slept in the other bed, and he realized that he still got a week or 2 in the chair. So it was a good revelation. So on the way out, Pius like, do you want to go thrifting? And I said, well, I'd like to go to the Barrie Value Village. I do have success there. I said, I don't think there's a Value Village in Orillia. So he Googled it, and it was like 2.6 kilometers. There's a Value Village. So we ended up going to 2 Value Villages. Orillia, got a couple of things. And then the Barrie Value Village, I got a few things. So nothing crazy. I found 2 Patricia Nash bags at the Value Village. Do I have any? Oh, here. If you're familiar with Patricia Nash, you know what the bags are like. I would consider Patricia Nash to be a be on the lookout brand. I love her stuff. This isn't necessarily my jam, but the leather quality is just insane. And it's always all suede inside. I mean, look at this beauty. Yeah, not a huge lover of the tapestry element of it. And I do think this clasp would maybe drive me nuts. But one thing she does do routinely is this kind of twisted strap, which is just so cool. But so I have found a couple of these Patricia Nash bags at the Barrie Value Village. So definitely something that I would routinely look out for. I think I've got 3 Patricia Nash bags now. Have I got another one? Yes, I do. Now, why is this in a plastic bag? Now, this is why I love Patricia Nash. Check this one out. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, all the... Oh, this one isn't suede inside. This one is this kind of velvet stuff that she uses. But when I'm able to start thrifting in the US on a regular basis, this is the brand I will be on the lookout for, because I really think I could get on board with kind of treating this as a bit of a special brand. They do sell them in Winners. They do sell them in like Marshalls, that kind of thing. So I think the leather quality is pretty special, and the colors, I like that kind of tan raw leather color. So I did find, like I said, I found a few bits and pieces. Found a really nice Coach little short shoulder bag. So we're on our way home, and the weather was starting to get a little dicey. So Pius was like, yeah, let's get going. So when we got through Toronto, he's like, have you ever been to the outlets in Halton Hills? And I said, no. He's like, do you want to go? And I'm like, oh, you're mental. 12:30 in the afternoon, first weekend in December, you are nuts. But we went, and we got, I bought a couple of things for Pius. What do you get him? I mean, I've got a couple of things that he's not, no, so far, he's probably not going to be surprised by anything. But hey, what do you get somebody who has everything, right? And I mean, I'm the same. But on Saturday, my daughter called, Sarah called, she's desperate for a computer for her new college course. And so my mom and I put our heads together, and I said, well, we'll give her Christmas money. We'll give her birthday money early so she can go and get herself a computer. So next thing you know, Pius is heading out with Harry, who used to work at Best Buy. He's really very knowledgeable with computers. And your girl got her Christmas present. Pius bought me a 14-inch Hewlett-Packard computer. I have never had a brand new computer before, and it was so exciting. So I'm going to be able to use that and my phone, and between the two things, I'm just going to be all set to be able to bring you guys my purse parties and all the things that I'm going to be doing moving forward. So very exciting. I'm supposed to have a show tomorrow at a facility I've never been to before. The two that I've got later on, I really don't want to do them. But I think in my head, I thought, you know what, whatever I make at them will be what I throw at going away for Pius's birthday. Pius is December 22nd. Last year we went to the cabin, which was just a memory we will have forever. It was just an amazing, amazing weekend. So this year we had decided that we would go to the falls, but just money is a little tight right now. But I figured if I wasn't going to do these shows, which I wasn't, and if I do them, even if I make a couple $100, it's a couple $100 less that I have to find to pay for a room and whatnot. And it may even be that we go during the week, because obviously I didn't realize that Pius would be home recuperating from his surgery, but I will ask him first because he may not want to spend, he was pretty exhausted and pretty sore and tired when he got home yesterday. So I mean, the drive won't be as long, but sleeping in a bed for 2 nights might be a little too much. So I'll ask him and see what he says. But the surgeon was thrilled with him. Friday morning, he had a meeting with the surgeon. He said, yeah, 4 to 6 weeks, you'll be back to work on modified duty. So like, wow, okay. So yeah, everything is just going well there. I'm out with my clients this evening for dinner. Not sure where we'll be going. I pick them up. They tell me where they want to go. And that is about it. I'm in the shed. This is just such a great little space. I'm really enjoying being in here. And I've got some listing to do. What am I listing? So this little beauty I have had for years. This is a Indian motorcycle messenger bag. Now, I am pretty certain that Roots made this bag. The leather quality, everything about it just says Roots. There's no Roots insignia on there, but I'm pretty sure that that was done by Roots. Love you too, baby cakes. Good luck. Pius is going to physio. So yeah, normally Roots will put Roots somewhere, but it says made in Canada and the leather quality is it's just Roots. So I'm going to be listing this locally just because it is quite heavy and it will be very expensive to ship. There was no crossbody strap, so I added one. It's just a nylon one. So I'm going to list that later on today. And I think that is about it. Yeah, shorter day for me today because I will be going out with my clients. I sold a really cool bag. I love it when I sell a bag on Etsy that I have had forever. I have had this bag for years and it is so cool. The only thing is it's going to be really challenging to ship it because it has a top handle that is metal and it is actually screwed to the bag. So it is going to be a little bit challenging to mail it because it's going to the US, but I don't care. It is a bag that, like I said, I've had forever. It's quite ornate in style, not color. It's a very beigey bag. This kind of color, not the green, the brown. So that is about it for me today. Tomorrow, like I said, hopefully I will have this show. So I may or may not speak to you tomorrow. And that is about it. So have a great day, everybody. And I will talk to you probably Wednesday. Bye, everybody.